It is a blue duck named Gold. It is a creature defined by chronic headaches, a glowing telekinetic gem, and incredible cognitive power, yet it possesses no psychic typing at all. Field data for Pokédex entry 055 describes a creature standing 5 feet 7 inches and weighing nearly 170 pounds. The HUD lists 3 distinct biological abilities: damp, Cloud 9, and the hidden trait Swift Swim. When Psyduck reaches level 33, it undergoes a massive physiological transformation, yet as the progression bar fills, that type category remains firmly locked to pure water. To understand why this creature seemingly defies the rules of its own universe, we have to put down the stat sheets and look to real-world Japanese folklore. Game Freak drew the primary inspiration for the Psyduck and Golduck line from the kappa, a bipedal water sprite found in traditional Japanese mythology. This comparison maps historical drawings of the water-dwelling yokai directly onto Golduck's silhouette. The pronounced beak, the bipedal stance, and the heavily webbed limbs align with the folklore. This mythological foundation allows Golduck to function as a supernatural monster while maintaining its identity as a pure water type. Golduck's anatomy is highly specialized for aquatic environments. A streamlined body ends in heavily webbed hands and feet, tipped with long, sharp claws. Observational data from regional Pokédexes confirms this anatomy generates significant speed in the water, allowing it to outpace human Olympic swimming champions. The creature possesses enough stamina to swim for 2 days straight, using its long tail to navigate through rough, turning currents during storms. Despite its predatory claws, it often acts as a guardian, diving into high swells to rescue people from wrecked ships. These physical adaptations and deep stamina reserves establish Golduck as the undisputed apex swimmer of the Pokémon world. Beyond its physical traits, the red crystalline gem embedded in its forehead acts as a conduit for intense telekinetic energy. When that gem shimmers, it grants Golduck access to a pseudo-psychic move pool, including Calm Mind and Psychic, despite its lack of a secondary typing. In competitive battling, this versatility is amplified by its abilities. Under the effects of Rain Dance, Swift Swim triggers, doubling its already high speed. This weather matrix illustrates the Cloud 9 ability. It systematically neutralizes heavy rain, intense sun, and hail instantly. Scaling up reveals an extreme edge case. Cloud 9 allows Golduck to walk directly into Primal Groudon's drought, completely shutting down its signature weather. The true power of this creature lies in that exact utility, allowing a calming river dweller to cripple literal gods of the earth. This high-tier utility is reflected in the anime, where trainers like Trixie, Trinity, and Katie consistently deploy Golduck in high-stakes tournament battles. It also earned a spot in Mewtwo's elite roster of hyper-powerful clones during the events of the first movie. That presence extends across spin-off media, maintaining a prominent role in everything from the Pokémon Adventures manga to Pokémon Go. These decades of media appearances prove it is a trusted, high-tier asset in the Pokémon universe, rather than a design curiosity. This flowchart illustrates a persistent fan theory, the idea that the names Psyduck and Golduck were accidentally swapped during development, which would explain why the yellow base form isn't the one named Gold. Looking at this split-screen layout, we see the irony in its shiny variation. Instead of finally turning gold to match its name, the alternate palette simply shifts to a darker shade of blue with a red beak. However, the mythology of the kappa and the specific utility of a weather-clearing swimmer explain these design choices far more effectively than an accidental name swap. Ultimately, Golduck represents a design that proves a creature can be a mythological powerhouse through specific, unique utility rather than just a secondary typing. If you enjoyed this analysis, like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which Pokemon's biology we should analyze next.